more requirement we will extending it. Let us say we have distributors. We have here master distributor, chain distributor. I told you we are identified based on IDs. So here what happens here? The master distributor ID, what we are getting here? Sales distributor ID, master ID, master ID. Now master distributor ID, sales distributor ID. Master distributor ID is for master record. This is for the child. This is for the master distributor ID. This is for the child distributor ID. So these IDs are not generated in the Salesforce. It is generated in the third-party system, your Apollo system. From the third-party system, the data will be coming back to the Salesforce. From the third-party system, the data will be coming to Salesforce. That's what I get. Distributors are classified into two types. And both of them are saved in the account with a record type called distributor. It is a distributor only, but under the distributor, primary distributor, secondary distributor. If it is a primary distributor, they will have master distributor ID. If it is chain distributor ID, then we are going to have sales distributor ID. Primary distributor ID, chain distributor ID. So here the requirement is, there is a custom object called external partner. This is a external partner. This object will have master distributor ID. This is the chain, for the chain who is the master. This is the chain who is the master. Whenever a new record is created in the external partner, whenever you create a new record here, based on the master ID, get the master record. Based on the sales ID, get the child record. Get the point. This is the record what I am going to create. When I am creating this record, I am going to enter sales ID. I am going to enter master distributor ID. Right. So whenever a new record is created in the external partner, based on the master distributor ID, get the master record. Based on the sales distributor ID, get the child record. If there is a chain distributor found in the sales distributor ID, if there is a chain distributor found in the based on this ID, if the chain distributor is found here, based on this ID, if this sales distributor found here, that means sales distributor record is found here, then update the master record ID with the child, update the master ID on the child record with 13. See, this 666. Go and check. Go and check here. Now when you go and check sales distributor ID, search in the account where sales distributor equal to 6666. Yes, found. Then update master distributor ID as based on the sales ID, go and find out the record. If it is found, check out its master and update the master as 1111. That's what I am trying to say. If there is a child distributor found based on the sales ID, update the master ID on the child record with the 18 character ID of master ID. If there is no child distributor found on the sales distributor ID, then create a new account with this child distributor ID and update master ID on the child record. So suppose 999, there is no 999. So what happens? Create. Then update 999. What is the sales distributor ID I give? I was supposed to take master distributor ID 1111. Search for the record 1111. What is ID? This ID. See, if this distributor ID is available, find out the record. I'll explain it once again. Double six. Go and search where sales distributor ID is 6666. You got this record. Then Go and search master distributor, master record with the ID 1111. Search. We got this. Based on the sales distributor ID, we got this record. Based on master distributor ID, we got this record. Whatever the ID of this master distributor ID is there, take that and update it as master. Based on the sales distributor ID, find the sales, child record. Sales distributor ID is a ID of the child record. Find the child record. Based on the master ID, find out the master record. Get that master record 18 character ID and update it as master. Is that was clear? Requirement is clear? No? Unless, let me give you. Next, here we have capital double line. Do you have any record with the double line? There is no record. If there is no record, create a new record. With the sales distributor ID as double line. Now, what is his master ID? What is his master ID? Then what is the master distributor ID give? 1111. Write a query, find out the record whose master distributor ID is 1111. This is the record. Right? Get the ID of this record, update it as based on the sales distributor ID, find out the child record. Based on the master distributor ID, find out the master record. Update the master record 18 character ID on the child record as master ID. Right? Is that was clear? When this should be done? Whenever the record is created on external part. Whenever the record is created on external partner, we have a custom object called external partner where we give external partner name and that partner may be a child partner or master partner. If it's a child, I have to give its master. This child belongs to which master distributor? The child belongs to which master distributor? So once the record is created, trigger will fire and find out, child record, find out the master record and update the data. Suppose if it is a master record, now it doesn't have a sales distributor, so only master record will be created. Right? If it has a sales distributor ID, it is a child record. If it has a sales distributor ID, it's a child record. If it is a child record, I have to update master record data. If it doesn't have a sales distributor ID, it's a primary. Is the requirement is clear? Is the requirement is clear? Okay. Then, what happened? Here, REST API service will happen. Every day, schedule apex will run, REST API service will happen, and these master IDs will be changing time to time. These master IDs will be changing time to time. So, REST API will happen, invoke REST API will happen, invoke a request to a third party, get the records. Now, the point is, these records are not manually entered by us. These records are fetched from Excel system. From Excel system, this data will be uploaded. How we are fetching? Every day on nightly basis, schedule apex will run. Every day on nightly basis, schedule apex will run. Get this data and create it in the external process object. Are you getting? Every day on nightly basis, REST API service will run. Get the data from external system and create them in the external partner object. The moment the records are created in the external partner object, trigger will fire and perform this operation. So what is involved here? Schedule apex with REST API service. When you are writing a schedule apex, you cannot call web services directly in the schedule apex. So you have to write a feature method. You have to define a feature method. Within the feature method, you have to write a web service program. Call that feature method within a schedule apex. Because the schedule apex cannot call a web services directly. So we have a schedule apex with a feature method. Feature method is making a request with the REST API service. The authentication process what they are using is the schedule apex. In the future method, we are writing REST API. The REST API we are using this is. So how it is going? We have a schedule Apex which will be running every day. Because I have to make a REST API service to third party within the schedule Apex, I cannot make it. That is the reason. That is the reason I wrote a feature method. Within the feature method is a REST API service. If it is a REST API service, they will ask you what type of authentication is this. So we are using OAuth with username password authentication. Is that was clear? Right? Once again, I explain. Every day on nightly basis, schedule Apex will run, get the data of external partner information, and get the data, create the data in external partner. When the record is created in the external partner, based on the sales distributor ID, find out the account. Based on the master distributor ID, find out the master account. Get the master record 18 character ID and save it as a master ID on the sales distributor. This is the operation. The complete flow. Right? Is that okay, Ritu? Ritu, are you comfortable with the record?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I understand it.
Okay. No. So if you want to practice, the same requirement, go to one more Salesforce account, create their one object, make it as a wrapper class, name, sales distributor ID, master distributor ID, get the data and send them using a REST API, using a JSON, consume it in the Salesforce account. If you want to practice, take one more Salesforce account, then you create a wrapper class, put the master distributor ID, sales distributor ID name as wrapper class, send the data to the Salesforce. These people will deserialize and insert the data. Okay. Now, okay. Let us go to the next one. Here, at the same time, I will go with we have a fig code functionality. We have a fig code functionality. I told there are 4 ways in which I am getting one is read conversion, fig code, opportunity tab, Apollo system. I told there are 4 ways in which the opportunity is getting created. One I told lead conversion. Another one I told click on the tab, create a directly new opportunity. Third one I told Apollo system, nightly basis, the opportunities are created. Fourth one is fig code. What is this fig code? This is one of the big functionality we can explain. Right. Now I'll tell you the requirement. Now let us say my company is taking a insurance. Let us say my company has 40 vehicles. I want to take the insurance for all my 40 vehicles. Or my company want to take insurance for 30 vehicles. Or I want to take insurance for my machinery in the company. Machinery 1, this is the insurance. Machinery 2, this is the insurance. Machinery 3, this is the insurance. So when you go to a corporate, then there may be a possibility of people taking multiple policies in the single book. Equipment 1, equipment 2, equipment 3, policy 1, policy 2, different type of categories. Then what happened here? There is a functionality called fig code which is created. What is the functionality? Fig code functionality. Now, Some data will be. Now, some basic data. Some data will be seen. Now, we are creating a quick code button. We are creating a button called quick code. We are creating a button called quick code. This button is created on account detail page. The same quick code button is created on contact detail page. Same quick code is created as a custom Visual Force tab. So the quick code is created thrice. The quick code functionality is created thrice. One is created on account detail page. Another one is created in contact detail page. Third one is created as a Visual Force tab. So the same functionality implemented thrice, one on account, one on contact, one on Visual Force tab. Now look at the concept here. How do you create a custom button? We create a page. Am I right? If you want to create any button on detail page of a record, then we are going to use extension. Apex Standard Controller account extension equal. So the page from where I am clicking, that record will be stored as Apex page dot. The page, so the detail page from where we are clicking, that record will be stored as Apex page dot standard controller. Okay. Now, the base we got an account. If you got the account, based on this account, can I get the contact? We can get the contact. Based on the account, we can get the contact. So when you click from an account record, the corresponding account data and the corresponding contact data we can fix. Because already on a particular account only, you are clicking the button. Because you are clicking the button from a particular account record, that account data, that contact data is auto-populated. So here, account data, contact data is auto-populated because from account page you are clicking the button. Are you getting? Now detail page is any one of the account record you open, from the button you clicked on quick code. That record data is auto-populated, that account data auto-populated. If you know account, we know how to get the contact. So account data, contact data is auto-populated in the quick code form. Suppose is the same button I am clicking from a contact. How it is? Contact. So whichever the contact record I am clicking, the contact record will be coming as if you know contact, I know how to get account. What happened? Contact data and account data is auto-populated. So when you click from a contact page, when you click from an account page, account data and contact data is auto-copied. Is that clear? You click from account detail page. When I go to account, when I click on any one of the account record detail page, account data will come, corresponding contact data will come. The same thing if I click from a contact data will come, corresponding account data will come. So this data is auto-populated. These two data is auto-populated. The third option I told. What is the third option? Visual Force tab. When I click from a Visual Force tab, create a Visual Force page, click on a tab, the page will open. In that case, account data, contact data will not auto-populate. Because I am not taking from account record, I am not taking from any contact record. I click a Visual Force tab, page is open. In that case, when I am entering this, it will go and search auto-complete. It will see whether this name is available in the smart list. Smart list means auto-complete. If it is available in the auto-complete, then automatically based on the name, get the corresponding account data, corresponding contact data. If it is not there in the account list, smart list, then whatever the data you entered, based on this data, one account will be created, one contact will be created. Did you get my point? Look at the functionality. Now, this page, I am creating a tab. How do you create a tab? Setup. Tab. Visual Force tab. Choose the page. Just try create what is the name. When I click it is a tab I am clicking. When I am clicking on a tab, account data, contact data will not auto-populate. It is a page. Then I am going to enter. When I am entering a Wipro, auto-complete will come. You have seen auto-complete, precisely. When auto-complete, if any one of the name is matching, then automatically what happens? The quick action will fire. The action will fire, get the corresponding account, auto-populate this data, auto-populate the corresponding contact. If that name is not found in any one of the account, this will be created as a new account and one more contact will be created. If that account name is already there, based on the account name, find is there any accounts available. Whatever the name I entered, based on the name, if there is any account available, get the corresponding account data and contact data. If there is no account available, insert account and contact. As simple as that. Is that was clear? Okay. The other one is when I am clicking the button from account, when I open a particular record, when I click from here, my data, when I click the button from here, automatically what happened? That record data will come, right? That record data is coming, right? Because from a particular record we clicked, automatically account data came, contact data will come. When you click from the contact, automatically contact data will come, corresponding account data will come. So this functionality implemented from 3 locations. One, custom button on account detail page. Another one is custom button on contact detail page. Third one is Visual Force tab. Okay, this is about account and contact. At the bottom, you select the product. When I select the product, let us say ABC policy. When I select it, automatically unit price will come. Unit price will come. Okay, quantity, how many policies I want to take. Then terms, how many terms, 2 terms or 3 terms. The moment I select the terms, the price will come. Based on the terms, the price will come. Okay, then this will be auto-populated. Second, then when I click on save, like this I will be adding the products. At the bottom I will click on save. Automatically this will be showed as opportunity with opportunity line item for the particular account. This will be created as opportunity with the opportunity line item for the particular product. Then I have an option called generate code. So what will happen? Account will be updated, contact will be updated, opportunity will be created, opportunity items will be created, code will be created. Account, contact, opportunity item, code will be created. That code will be generated in the form of PDF. Right? Generally, if you want to create this, I have to go to account object, create one account. Go to contact object, create one contact. Go to opportunity object, create one opportunity. Then add the opportunity products. Then go to quote object, create one quotation. Then PDF. Instead of that, in a single step, you are waiting generation of code. So account data, contact data, opportunity data, product data, code data. When I click on the button, account will be updated, contact will be updated, opportunity will be created. Whatever the products we are entering here, they will be created as opportunity items, and one new code will be created for that account for this opportunity. Account will be created, contact will be created, opportunity will be created. Whatever the products we are entering, opportunity line items are created. One code is created, then that will be generated in the form of PDF. So that's why it's called quick code. From a single page, we are managing everything. That's why it's called quick code functionality. This is going to be something like this. If you see the flow, click the quick code button. If it is initiated from account or contact, pre-populated account and contact details. When you click the quick code button from account record or a contact record, pre-populate the account and contact data. No, it is not clicked from account and contact. It's clicked from tab. Then type account name. You type account name. If account name is found in smart list, then auto populate. Complete account name. No, it is not found in smart list. Enter the name. Check the contact. Okay. Enter the contact. Then enter the contact. Enter the account inside. Finally, what happened? If it is already there, auto populate. Not there, create. Already there, auto populate. Not there, create. Then create one opportunity. Create. Enter the code name. Then search the product names, search and add product names, then update the quality, price and discount, then click on create code. Then automatically it will happen. What it will do? It will create, it will update the account, it will upset the account, it will upset the contact because I don't know whether it exists or not. So upset account, upset contact, create opportunity items, create code, then generate code in the form of PDF. Did you get my point? Yeah, simple funda. From where are you initiated? From where did you initiate? This is 1 month process. You say you have taken 22 sprints. Okay, so almost a single resource, the complete sprint he has taken. Okay, the complete sprint he has taken for this task. The quick code is clicked from account or contact. If it is initiated from account, go to account record, click, contact data comes, account data comes. If it is initiated from the contact, go to contact, click on the quick code, account data comes, contact data comes. No, it is not. Click on that tab. When you click on the tab, type name. When you are typing the name, autocomplete will give you. If any one of the name is matching, select it. When you select it, go and find account, update it. Okay. If the account has any content, get the content and update it. Now, there is no name that is matching with your whatever you entered, then enter the complete name, enter the complete account details, enter the complete contact details. Right? Then enter the code name. When you click on OK, enter the code name. Then go at the bottom, select the product, add the quality, discount, other things. Then click on code. When you click on code, account will be upsetted, contact will be upsetted, opportunity will be created, then opportunity items will be created, code will be created, that will be generated in the form of PDF. This is what quick code functionality. To achieve this, what you have done? 2 buttons, one button on account, one button on contact. Why? Because account button will have apex page, standard control liquid account. Contact button will have apex page, standard control equal to contact. So 2 separate extensions for button. One button for account, one button for contact. Separate concept. Visual Force tab is a apex program. So total 3 apex classes, 3 Visual Force pages are involved in this. And a PDF generation, send email. Whatever the code is generated, that code will be sent to the corresponding person. So one email, one PDF program. So altogether, probably it is 5 Visual Force pages, 3 Apex classes, 1 email program is involved. Got it? Got the story? Okay. Tell me, you can say, currently we are working on quick code. Currently we are working on this process. Currently, in the current sprint, I am implementing the functionality. This functionality I am implementing. In the current sprint, I am implementing this functionality. It has got 6 backlogs or 7 backlogs, which was assigned to me. I am achieving it. Right? Is that was clear? Okay. So, let us see overall what we have seen. From different sources. From different sources. When I say different source, employee, from purchase, right. From different sources, we are getting the leads. Once you are getting the leads, you have some assignment rules. First, duplicate checks, and everything is done. Then assignment rules are there. In the assignment rules, assign to manageable reassign. How will you reassign? Is a custom VF page where list of leads assigned to him will be displayed. Mass functionality. Select the group of leads submitted. So manager will reassign to team members. Once it is assigned to team members, team member can see them in sidebar component. You will be finding new items. The user can log in and see new items. Then they will add this to call list. Add to call list. Appointments. Then interview. Interview. Then we will convert the lead into then accounts. Accounts from lead convert, account will be created, and also account will be created from which data? Distributed data. Here customer data will come from read. Here the distributed data will come. Based on distributed. Then opportunity. The moment opportunity is created, any opportunity that is created in the Salesforce, or the opportunity that is created in the external system, the two-way communication. Opportunity will be created, that will be sent to the external system, and from external system we get the data into opportunity. Code generation. The external system, they notify. The external system, once the policy is generated, executive will manually enter the data in operations. In external system, both the systems will be opening, external system and Salesforce system. In the external system, you find that opportunity is, okay, the policy is generated, then you come here, you close the opportunity, you will be doing manually. You will see the external system, you will upload the data into Salesforce manually. Opportunity closed, then incentive calculation. Right? This technically what you want to explain, what you want to explain, I'll give the whatever I drafted, I'll give a hard copy. Go through it, take out some scenarios from it, and explain what you want. I hope you got a basic flow, right? And what cloud is this? This is a sales cloud application. What cloud is this? Sales cloud application. Is a sales cloud application. No. What is the methodology you are using? Agile Scrum methodology. What is methodology? Agile Scrum methodology. In this Agile Scrum methodology, on what basis the task are assigned to you? Okay. We collect the user stories first. The requirements we are going to collect. It's a support enhancements. It is not a pure implementation project. It is a support enhancement project. Support enhancement project. So we get the user stories. Based on the user stories, we break them into number of backlogs, and backlogs are assigned to the corresponding team member. Now team size is 9 members team. Is the size of 9 members team. Is a 9 members team with one UI developer. Okay, why the UI? Now we are getting into this thing, lightning movement. So we are taking one UI developer. Team of 9 members with one UI developer. Okay, we can reduce the size up to 7, maybe 7 members. Okay, with the 2 on-site coordinators. Okay, then the user stories, the corresponding TPO. Okay, PO or your TL. Okay, TPO, your TPO will be there. He will be assigning the task team daily basis. Right, he will be assigning the user stories. Backlogs will be assigned to you. You will be assigning the backlogs. Now, according to your organization, on what basis the tasks are assigned to you? We are following a point system. For every backlog, we give a points. So we give a rating points 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now here the point is depends upon the complexity. The TPO will give a set of points on the user stories. For every user story, there will be a couple of backlogs. Maybe 1 backlog or 2 backlog or 3 backlog. The requirement is user story. Okay. Based on the requirement, we may divide it into number of tasks 1, 2, 3. It may have only one task or a group of tasks. Then for every task we give 1 point, maybe 1 point or 2 point or 3 point, depends upon the complexity. Then what we are following is for every consultant, weekly 3-point task to be assigned. You will be assigned a task of 3 points. Now the 3 point may be a single task, there may be a combination of 2 tasks, depends. Weekly burden for every consultant, what we are following is 3 points. When I say week, it's 5 days a week. 5 days a week, okay. And sprinter, when I say sprinter, in a sprinter, the guy will be getting, any user will be getting, when it says sprint, we are considering as 1 month. Okay, so we are taking 1 month as 1 sprint. Basically 4 weeks we are considering as 1 sprint. We are considering 4 weeks as 1 sprint. Okay, so if we say a team, now we can give, out of this sprinter, we will be spending 5 to 6 points. We will be spending, out of this 3 or 4 points we will be spending for testing. So we'll say in a sprint, 15 points. In a sprint, 15 points for consultant. Now when you say that 12 points for development, okay, 12 points you are taking, and 3 points will be given for testing. 3 points will be given for testing. So everybody will have 12 points work in a sprint. In a sprint, 12 points work will be given, and we have one tester will be assigning 3 or 6 points of 3 to 6 points, depends upon the functionality for testing purpose. So that's how we are following. We have basically my team size was 5. Is just following for a weekly basis. 15 points we are taking. Out of 15, only 12 points for development, 3 points for testing. That's what we actually, because as I told you, team size is 8, slightly modified. Basically, my team size was 5 because it's a support and enhancement project. Team size was 5 on offshore. Offshore was a 5 and onshore we have 3. Okay. So this work is shared among these 5 members. So for everyone 3 points. So weekly 5 into 3, 12 points. 5 into 3, 15. But out of 15, 3 points are spent for testing. Every 3 points are spent for testing. So only 12 points development will happen every week. So for us, it is a development means 4 weeks. Sprint means 4 weeks. So it comes actually 60. Out of 60, 9 points are left for testing purpose and 51 points are left for development activity. This is a general procedure. Out of 5, you simply, okay. Similarly, you calculate on 8. So the task format what we are using, sometimes because it's a support come enhancements. Now the user stories may be very small. Maybe deactivating a user, maybe okay uploading a data using a data loader. This is very small. Then you may be assigned 5 points work maybe. Depends. If it's not a development, it's a purely administration. Then you will be assigned 5 points working again. Now this 3 point, if in case if user story is a development user story, because it is support come enhancement. If it is a administrative task, then we will be assigning 5 points working again. Okay. Then there is a story again. If it is a again, if it is a spunk, if it is a accelerators, if it is a performance issue, you are trying to improve the performance, then the task will be assigned for 15 days or so. Okay. Now the points, the level of task depends upon the type of the activity. General development activity, 3 points per week we are using. There is a week, 5 days we are considering, and weekly in a sprint you will be getting week. Admin task. You are trying to build any markers which will which will improve the performance of the page. Accelerate. Okay, you can call boosters or accelerators. In the production, if you want to create any boosters or accelerators which can improve the load time and performance time, any issues, then we'll be assigned 9 points of task. 9 points. 3 weeks, 15 days. When you say 15 days, 5 days a week, should be assigned 9 points. This is a general structure what we are following. This is general structure what we are following here. Okay. Right? Internally, we are using a remedy force for project tracking. Internally, we are using a remedy force for project tracking. So that TPO will assign the corresponding task, will log into the remedy force and will assign it, and you get a corresponding email link. You get a corresponding email, what is the task that is assigned. But that will be updated to remedy force. Internally, they are using a remedy force for tracking the project. The project management is happening on remedy force 2. It is also a Salesforce product. It's a project management. They're using AWS Force for project management and project tracking, which task is assigned, what are the backlogs, everything. Like generally people follow with the Excel sheet. Now I generally follow with Excel sheet because let me show generally we follow with Excel sheet. We'll maintain everything with Excel sheet and do that. Like this. So story grooming session. Based on the story grooming, that's for user stories. Based on the user stories, we are going for a backlog, designing the backlogs based on the user stories. Then what we are going to deliver in that sprint. We have designed the user stories based on the sprints. Now deliverable product in the next sprint. We are given my completed sprints and we are internally following some status of the sprint. For everything, task, everything, we have given a standard terminology and everybody is supposed to use this terminology for indicating completion of the status of your backlog or status of your sprint. So we're using this terminology. This is how the flow basically happens. Right. All right, boss. Chalo, that's all from my end for this. I'll give this hard copy tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow I'll start another project.